Alright, so this is going to be how to replace a pressure switch, the second and third gear pressure switch, which is the same one, and the fourth gear pressure switch for a 03 Honda Accord. This is what they're going to look like. So when you pick them up, I'll show you. They're color coded. The tan one is the second and third gear, and for the fourth gear is going to be gray. And I'll show you that one in a second. I've already got that one installed. I have to wait to pick up the second, third gear one tomorrow. Okay, so what you're going to do is you have to remove the battery. See this big hole here? Your battery comes out. It's real simple. It's got the little bracket that goes on top of it. This just sits right on top of it. You just unscrew these two little nuts right here. It's not that big of a deal. And then this is for your air intake. And this right here, this was kind of an issue, kind of a irritating part. Where it goes is it sits right here. And that's where your battery actually mounts on it. It actually mounts directly to the frame of the car. So you're gonna pull 4 bolts out of it. It's gonna be one that's right here, one that's right here. Those are fairly simple to get out, not an issue. This one right here for the that connects the air intake box to it. But then the only issue is down below, right there is one, and then there's one all the way underneath right there. So as you can see, it's got that little support, and they're right there, those two little pieces right there. It's kind of a pain. You don't have to completely remove them. As you can see right here, it's got the little notches on them. So you just got to get under there enough to loosen them up. And once you loosen them up, you can just pull this thing right out. That was pretty much a pain because it's hard to get to with a normal size socket. So I would recommend using your little socket, which I replaced mine, or misplaced mine. I really don't know what I did with it. So anyways, once you pull the battery tray out, you're gonna have this. It's another part of your air intake. It sits right here on this part of your air intake. There's no bolts or anything like that. It's just in your way, so you just pull it out. There's this right here, and it's hard to get to this bolt right here for the battery tray if you don't loosen it. So I just loosened it so I can push it out of the way a little bit. And then once you get it all that out, your pressure switch is right here, and it's just got that little connector on it. You just squeeze it and pop it right off. And to get it off, you can't use a socket, so I just used a pair of channel locks. It's not really tight on there, and when you replace it, you don't want to put it really tight on there. Right now it's just finger grip because I just screwed it in. So that's the second, third gear. The fourth gear one, you can't get to from the engine well, you have to get to from the tire well. So just turn your tire all the way to the left, and when you're inside, you're gonna have this piece right here that connects to your fender, your underplate. So what you're gonna do is you just get like a flathead or something and kind of wedge it right in here like that, and pop this little piece out, and then you'll grab a pair of pliers and just pop it out, and then this whole piece comes loose. And when it comes loose, just pull it down and it hangs. And then this next piece right here is guarding your pressure switch. Your pressure switch is actually behind here. It plugs in right here to your transmission. So once you pull that out of the way, just don't really remove it. You can if you want. You can just pop this little switch right here off and remove it, but I didn't. I just moved it out of the way, got my channel locks in there, popped it off, and then screwed it right back in, tightened it, and then put it right on. So the fourth gear one is really simple. It's literally one bolt, and then this little thing right here. And then when you go to replace it, you just put this back on in the same order, and put this back in. Make sure that the little centerpiece right here, this little plug is all the way out of it, so that you can get it back into the frame of the car. And then once you slide the insert right here, the anchor, you'll push that through, and it'll split these prongs out for you, so it stays in there. So it's nice and tight, and that should help. So I hope this video helped you, because it helped me. The people at Honda said that I actually had to get underneath the car to do it because it was on the bottom, and I got underneath there, and I I've never done this before, so I got underneath there, and I figured out that that's not where you were supposed to be. So I came up here and I just started taking pieces out one by one, and it turned out to be a fairly easy adventure. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that whenever you pull off the second third right here and the fourth, when you take it off of there, there's going to be these washers. So this is the old washer right here. I recommend buying a new one because why not? I looked at these and they were pretty good, so I'm going to reuse them. But and also when you take it off, if a little bit of transmission fluid drips out of either one of them, don't be alarmed. It's just from, you know, being in there. So I hope this video helps.